Hey guys, welcome to a brand new video from Jamsons, and in today's video we're going to be reviewing something which is long awaited, and that is the Oppo Reno6 Pro 5G. Now straight out of the box you get a very budget friendly, accessories filled vibe even in this flagship device from Oppo. You get a plastic case which comes along with the phone, you get a SIM card tray pin, a 65-watt SuperVOOC 2.0 charger, USB Type-C earphone, and USB Type-C cable. The Oppo Reno6 Pro 5G is the third generation handset in the lineup to feature the Reno Glow design. This model features a glass sandwich design with a glossy plastic frame. The rear glass has millions of pyramid-shaped crystals which offer a very unique in-hand feel along with a matte texture. The backside anti-glare glass of the Aurora color variant shimmers different colors depending on the light falling on it. As the name suggests, the handset's rear side mimics dawn sky. You can actually also mostly notice a lot of blue and yellow shades, like the dawn sky. On the left side of the device, you will notice the volume keys. On the right, you will see a very stylish accented green power key. On the top, you get the glow-in-the-dark radium strip. Yes, you heard that right, a glow-in-the-dark radium strip and a secondary microphone. The bottom houses the SIM card slot, the primary microphone, the USB Type-C port, and a speaker grill. 3.5mm headphone jack and microSD card slot are unfortunately not available in this model. That being said, you do get a free pair of USB Type-C earphones in the box. Despite being a fairly large device, the phone is relatively comfortable to hold for a very long period of time also, due to its ideal button placements. The phone sports a 4500 mAh battery which will last up to 1.5 days on a full charge with moderate usage. But it will definitely last you less than a day if you play a lot of games or you use your cameras excessively. The battery backup is decent-ish, but another 1000 mAh would have been ideal given how big and bright the display of the Reno6 Pro is. That being said, the phone does go from 0 to 100% within 35 to 40 minutes, and that is possible because of the SuperVOOC 2.0 65-watt fast charging. The Oppo Reno6 Pro features a curved AMOLED display with a single punch hole in the top left corner for the selfie camera. The screen measures a whopping 6.55 inches with a resolution of 2400 into 1080p pixels. The display has a 90Hz refresh rate, 180Hz touch sampling rate, and 800 nits of brightness. The display also houses an optical fingerprint sensor underneath it, and upon our testing we also noticed that the face unlock was ridiculously fast. The 90Hz refresh rate display also ensures smooth transitions across the UI. The curved panel also looks really modern and helps in gesture navigation. The smartphone also comes with a feature called Edge Lighting, where the edges of the screen lighten up for new notifications. All in all, the display is amazing for the price. Like most Oppo phones, the Reno6 Pro also features the MediaTek Dimensity 1200 octa-core processor. The phone also features 12GB of RAM and up to 7GB of virtual RAM expansion, which makes the device have a whopping 19GB RAM, so you can be rest assured that all of your processing and multitasking will be as smooth as ever. While gaming, there was no lag whatsoever while playing PUBG and Asphalt 9, and this device seems very ideal especially for casual gaming, although it wouldn't really be recommended for constant 60 FPS gaming. Like most flagship cameras these days, this camera also features a 64MP primary sensor, 8MP ultra-wide camera, 2MP macro camera, and a 2MP monochrome sensor, and a 32MP selfie camera. The color production on most of the pictures was very accurate, and the pictures turned out to be very vibrant and sharp. There is also an extra HD mode which creates more sharper images with details on it. Like most Oppo and Vivo phones, you of course do get AI scene enhancement, which is very prompt and smart to understand what sort of an environment you're taking pictures in and make adjustments accordingly. The portrait mode gives astonishing results with great bokeh flare effects. The macro camera does not produce satisfactory results, which is not surprising because this is the case in most smartphones. The output has very low quality images, and the camera is incapable of focusing on the subject even when the handset is held at an ideal distance. In terms of video, you do get the option of shooting at 4K up to 30 frames per second without stabilization, and slow motion is possible even up to 480 frames per second at 1080p and a whopping 960 frames per second at 720p. You get a very cool additional mode called the film mode, where you can shoot in complete manual with stabilization, which is not supported in many devices. All in all, the camera did produce very impressive results, and I would definitely recommend someone who does want to consider a camera-centric phone to check out the Oppo Reno6 Pro. The Oppo Reno6 Pro runs on ColorOS 11.3, which is based on Android 11. The software on this device is very well optimized for its hardware. You will not notice any sort of stutter, and overall the experience is really smooth. Unfortunately, you do get pre-installed bloatware. Fortunately, a lot of them can be uninstalled except for Netflix. It also comes with Google Phone and Google Messages instead of Oppo's first-party apps. Now, these two crucial apps look slightly out of place as they don't match with the ColorOS design. You do get 256 GB right out of the box in this device. Unfortunately, there is no expandable microSD card slot for expansion. Instead, you have to use OTG for extra space if needed. Although for most, a storage of 256 GB is way more sufficient for all your needs. You obviously get all the latest bells and whistles when it comes to connectivity with dual SIM card slot, Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, NFC for contactless payments, 5G connectivity with 11 5G bands. In conclusion, the Oppo Reno6 Pro is a very stylish package with great features at a very reasonable price. And if you're someone who's looking for a high-end flagship device which also serves as a fashion statement, then you can definitely go ahead and purchase the Oppo Reno6 Pro for its remarkable design, cameras and performance. If you did enjoy this video, then make sure you give a big thumbs up to this video and subscribe to Jamsons and follow us on all our social media.